Maine Governor Paul LePage is facing heat after some new, wild racist comments. New because back in January, he had this to say when discussing the heroin epidemic in Maine.
Now, the traffickers, these are people that take drugs. These are guys that are named D-Money, Smoothie, Shifty.
Tyrone, Deshaun, Kanye, Jay-Z, LeBron.
These type of guys, they come from Connecticut, New York. They come up here, they sell their heroin, then they go back home. Incidentally, half the time they impregnate a young white girl before they leave.
Oh, a young white girl. We get it. You're racist. And last week he confirmed this racism when discussing who the enemy is.
Bad guy's a bad guy. I don't care what color it is. When you go to war, if you know the enemy dresses in red and you dress in blue, you shoot at red. You try to identify the enemy. And the enemy right now, the overwhelming majority of people coming in are people of color or people of Hispanic origin. I don't care what color it is. Are people of color? I don't care what color it is. Are people of color? I don't care what color it is. Are people of color?
Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
Dental plan!
Lisa needs braces.
Some people are honestly confused as to why this is racist. They think, well, if more black people are getting arrested for dealing heroin, then why is it wrong to point that out? First, you need to understand that race, in of itself, has nothing to do with the crime. For example, black people are no more likely to smoke marijuana than white people, but they're almost 4 times more likely to get arrested for it. It's proof that black people are unfairly targeted by police. When you target specific races, you are obviously going to get more people of that race arrested, and in addition, you'll be unfairly targeting innocent people of that race as well. And let's take a look at a more concrete case. The majority of mass shooters are younger white males. So why don't we target young white men in schools, movie theaters, and anywhere where there may be a mass shooting? We don't because when you start dividing up people based on how they look, you unfairly target an entire mass of people who are largely innocent. But let's get back to Paul LePage. We shouldn't blindly judge people who say racist things. Sure, he's misinformed, but maybe he's done something to improve the addiction epidemic in his state. No. While LePage has repeatedly emphasized his concern about the impact of drug addiction in Maine, state spending on the problem during his administration has actually declined. Are you surprised though? Someone who's racist probably isn't going to have an informed and well-researched health plan to combat addiction. The good news is, it sounds like he won't be governor much longer. Governor Paul LePage raised the possibility Tuesday that he may not finish his second term, amid mounting pressure from Democrats and members of his own party to amend for his recent actions. So while many people in power may be ignorant, the tide is at least beginning to shift, with society eventually holding them accountable.